class today. Like I said at the beginning, all you're going to need is a mat and a little bit of space around you, and a bottle of water, and that's all you're going to need, because everything we're going to do today is just going to involve the whole body. So we're going to use our body to get our heart rates up. So we're going to have a little bit of a pulse raiser at the start of our class. Of course, we'll do a good warm-up as well, because that is important. And then we're going to go into a little bit of core strength and finish with mobility and flexibility at the end. So with the class, of course, I can't see you guys. I can't check your technique. I don't know if you're pregnant or if you're postnatal. You know, I don't know what trimester you might be in or what your energy levels are feeling like today. So it's really, really important that obviously you judge that by yourself and you stick to whatever options I give you that are suitable for you. Okay, so make sure that you are sticking to the options that are suitable and safe for yourself and your baby if you are pregnant. So this isn't a class that you're going to want to do if you haven't exercised at all during your pregnancy. So if that's you, then I would suggest not doing this class. There's a little bit of impact in there. There are options to not have impact. So if you are, say, in your third trimester, and you want to completely relax any impact, that's absolutely fine. I'll give you options for that. But like I said, if you haven't exercised during your pregnancy, please don't do this class today. If you're postnatal, just make sure you've had your checkup with your GP, that they've given you the absolute A-OK to go ahead with exercise as well. So again, it depends on how far you are through your postnatal phase, on options that you want to pick. Pelvic floor is something that we want to look after. So if you do any of the higher impact movements and you feel like your pelvic floor is still not quite ready, then go for the lower impact movements. Okay, there's so many options that I'm going to give you through today's workout to make sure you get a good workout, you enjoy your workout, but obviously as well, it's nice and safe and effective for you. So having said that, also any injuries. So even if you're maybe not pre or postnatal and you want to join in for the class today, again, injuries, just make sure you're looking after those as well. Okay, so find yourself a bit of space. We're going to start off with a warm-up. The warm-up is just going to be, first of all, gentle mobility, and then we're going to move into just increasing the heart rate a little bit by coming into more muscle strength movement. So warm-up is going to take about 5 minutes. So find some space. And we're just going to start off by using the upper body first. So we're literally going to start from the top and work our way down. So whenever you start to move your body, make sure your pelvis is tucked under and your core is embraced. So straight away, we want to come into that nice embrace of our core and just start taking little breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then take it forwards. So again, nice and long through your arms. Really open up the chest and open up the top of the back as well. Get those shoulders loose. Good, and very gently just relax those arms. Take your feet a little bit wider, and we're just now going to come into the hips with some circular movements. So just creating that big circle with your hips. Again, make sure the tummy's tight, shoulders relaxed, keep your spine in alignment. Knees are soft. As your bum comes forward, give it a little bit of a squeeze. So we're protecting our lower back. And then change other direction, nice and steady, nice and slow. You might hear a few cracks and a few clicks. If you do, don't worry, it's fine. Just loosen it all out. Good. And then just bring your hands either side. You might want to step the feet a little bit closer together. And we're just going to gently side tip, lifting the elbow nice and high. Draw the breath in. Exhale. Gently go the other way. So just opening up those sides. Releasing any tension again in the hips. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. And don't worry about going too far, just get that little bit of a movement, that little stretch. Let's go for one more each side. Lovely, and come back to center. Feet again nice and wide. So we're just going to tip the bum back, hips are going to come open, we're going to reach towards the floor. Come back up, squeeze the bum, take a deep breath. Bend the other knee, touch towards the floor. Breathe in, squeeze the bum, breathe out, reach down. You can reach the floor if you're flexible enough. If it's too low to go to the floor, then don't go there. Just go to where you can manage. Keep the chest up, back flat. And again, you might get a little bit of a click in your hips. Just let that movement loosely go here. Lovely, nearly there, just give me a couple more. Good, and relax, shake it off. Bring your feet a little bit closer together again. We're going to come into a squat position, so your feet need to be wider than your hips. Toes out slightly again, tuck your pelvis under, embrace through your core, body up. Very gently when you're ready, shift your weight back, squeeze the bum as you come up. So your hips need to go back like you're sitting on a chair. Your weight goes into your heels, and you drive up through the legs, through the glutes, really starting to activate into the bottom core. If you want to go a little bit quicker, you can start to move a little bit quicker. Keep the body up strong. So we're just going to start to increase the heart rate a little bit now and get the body a little bit warmer. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And very gently we're going to take the feet again a little bit wider. We're going to sink into those knees. Hands are going to come up and we're going to go for some nice strong punches right down the middle. Squeeze the fists. Make sure your arms are in line with your shoulders. Just come forward slightly. Try not to twist the body too much because we don't want to put any strain on the abdominals if you are pregnant. Let's just start to, like I said, get that heart rate up. Warm up the shoulders. Warm up the biceps. Deep breaths. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Feet are going to come underneath your hips. Sink with your bum back. We're going to reach above the head for a half jack position. So just reach it up nice and high, nice and strong. Taking one leg out at a time, bend through the knees. Keep that chest up. Pelvic floor nice and tight as well, nice and secure. And already you should start to feel a little bit more out of breath. And your body should be moving a lot more as well. So making those moves a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just going to come into a march. So just lift those knees up. If you've got a bigger bump, you might want to go slightly out with the knees. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. Pump the arms. Keep the chest up. And again, squeeze through that core. If it's too much, you can always go for a little bit of a smaller march, a lighter march. Okay? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Just have a little breather, a little drink, because that was your warm-up. Okay? So we should feel a lot warmer, a lot more prepared for our workout. So coming into your main first circuit is the cardio section. So we're going to spend 30 seconds on each movement. There's 5 moves, 30 seconds on each one with a 15-second break in between. So that gives me time to prepare you for the next move and go through your options. So the 30 seconds is where you really want to go for it as much as your ability is capable. And then that 15 second, you can just tap it out, let the heart rate come down and recover. And then you'll know when to move on to the next one. I'll let you know that. Okay, so I hope we're all warm and we're all good. Let me get my timer up. And now as well, you don't have to go at the same pace or same speed that I'm going at. I'm currently 34 weeks pregnant, but I've been exercising for a very, very long time. So I know exactly what my body can manage. I know that I can work a little bit quicker, I can still jump, things like that. So don't try and keep up with my pace. If you feel like it's too much for you, you go slower. Or again, even if maybe you're at the early stages of pregnancy and you've still got that capability to maybe go faster, again, that choice is completely yours. So just do it in your own time. Don't try and follow me if you feel like I'm going too quick or too slow. So first move, very simple. Let's get ready to move. So feet are going to come a little bit wider than your hips. Roll the shoulders back. Tummy, pelvis in. We're just going to start off with a squat to lift. Squat to lift. So when you're ready, ladies, off you go. Your easiest option is here. If you want more, come up on your toes as you push those arms high. Squeeze the tummy, squeeze the glutes. Really lift up. Drop, lift. Drop, lift. And again, it's up to you how low you can get in that squat. If you want to take it a bit steadier, just keep your heels down to that floor. But again, squeeze up, we're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe, tap it out. So we did this in the warm-up. Your first option, your easiest option, is just jabs. Squeeze the fists. If you want a bit more, we're going to add a light jog and pump in those jabs. Off we go. So this is your harder option. Getting the knees up for a little bit of a run. Otherwise, secure your lower legs and go here. And like I said, you can go slower and steadier. It's completely your choice. Just make sure you're squeezing those fists. You're lifting through the body. You're landing soft through your feet. Taking deep breaths. Good, ladies, keep it there. 5, 4, 3. Oh, a little bit of connection lost then. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Next one, curls. Basic curls. Kicking the bum, pulling it back. If you want more, we take the arms up, really, really big through your arms. Off we go, 30 seconds here. Kick that bum, reach the arms, pull the arms all the way down. If that's too much, slow it down, bring your arms forward, bring them lower. Completely your choice. But already by now, we should be feeling the workout. Our heart rates should be up, maybe breaking a little bit of sweat already. Just keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap it out, recover. So this one, feet are together. The bum goes back slightly. I'll start this way. We're going to go for side to side pushes. So we push side to side. Off you go. It's almost like a squat position. We want to tap those toes nice and light. Bring the arms across the body. Keep the chest up, tummy in. Push, push. You want to push away slightly. If you want more from this one, you just go a little bit bigger. You go lower. And you go a little bit faster. But remember, we want to keep that body really controlled here. Whew, and this is a burner for those legs. You're going to feel it. Stay with it. Come on, nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. Okay. Again, we did this in the warm-up. Half jacks. That's your level 1 option. Level 2, full jacks. When you're ready, breathe. Off you go. Now with full jacks, you want to make sure you're bending through your knees and you're landing through your feet. If you are maybe second or third trimester, you might find jacks a little bit uncomfortable. If you're having any leakage, or you feel like there's too much pressure down low, and that's if you're postnatal as well, if you're feeling too much pressure, any leakage, do not do a full jack. Do the half jack. Bend the knees, get the arms up. Completely up to you, but we're there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Oh, ladies, well done. Grab a drink. Keep moving a little bit, just side tap. Don't sit down or anything like that, just keep it moving slightly. Grab a drink, have a breather, okay? I hope we're all okay. How are we all doing, everyone out there? Any comments, or if you can, just write one down so I know that we're all good. We should have felt that, the heart rate should have got up. Should have felt maybe a little bit of heat in the legs with all the squats and pushes and things like that. So we're gonna go through it one more time. We should have enough time. So we're gonna go through the whole sequence one more time through, okay? So now you've kind of got the idea, you know the movements, you know your options as well. If you want to go a little bit harder this time, you can. If you thought that was enough for you, you just stick to it again. Or if you thought, actually, I'm a little bit puffed out, that was a bit too much, you now know you can slow it down and drop to the easier options. Okay, so I'm definitely sweating, that's for sure. Hope you all are as well, really. It's good to sweat. So take a deep breath in. We're going to go straight from the top. Same thing, 30 seconds on each move. So again, feet a little bit wider than your hips. Shoulders back, pelvis, core. And we're going to start off with that squat and that reach. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Down, up on your toes again, that's your option. Squeeze the tummy, lock through the glutes, keep the chest up. And remember, if you want to, you go a little deeper, you go a little bit quicker. Just really focus on the breathing as well as the movement. Deep breaths in and out. 5 seconds, go. 4, push, 3, 2, 1. Relax, shake it off. Option 1, punches, jabs, straight down the middle. Option 2, you can add the knees. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. This is quite a hard one, ladies. So if you feel a little bit puffed out after this, don't worry, it is quite tough. We're literally using quite a lot of speed and power to drive the legs and arms. So you definitely feel this one. So like I said, you can come here if you need to. It's all there for you. You've got all those options, use them. But come on, just stay with it. Stay with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, it's a killer. Good work. Feet, curls, slow and steady, or big and reach. Off you go. So really focus here on your hamstrings. Pull that heel all the way to your butt, yeah? So we just want to lean forward a little bit, embracing through the core. Squeeze those elbows all the way down. So we're also working the top of our back. And I'm sure if you're still with me, you're doing absolutely amazing. Keep it up. And stop there. Good, deep breaths. You've got those side to side pushes. Again, okay. Actually move my mat for that one. So feet together, bum back, chest up, off we go. Side to side. Keep those knees bent. And we remember this one, it's a little bit of a burner, but it's good to feel something. It's good to challenge the muscles a little bit. Good, keep that core tight. And again, if it gets too much, you can just step and tap it down. If the push is too much, nearly there, come on, nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Shake off those legs. Oh, that's a good one for your butt. We're nearly there. One more. Half jack or full jack, all right? Off you go. So again, what you want to focus on is really getting those arms up strong. Whether you're in full or half, again, the choice is yours. Take your time if you're going for a full jack. Deep breaths. This is your last bit of cardio today, ladies. You've done so good. Stay with it. Almost there in 3, in 2, and 1. Whew. Breathe. Grab a drink. Keep it moving. Recover. It's not easy keeping fit when you're pregnant. It's not easy, so well done. And if you're postnatal, it's still not easy. So take it in, recover your heart rate, get your breathing back to normal before we move into our round of core strength, and then we will come in to our final little bit of mobilization and stretch. That's where we really start to relax and wind down. So with strength, the same rules apply. It's up to you and what you can manage, how strong your core is, how strong your glutes are. We're going to work pretty much again the entire body. We're going to start with legs, move down to core, and then we're going to go to the floor. Okay, so this is where you're going to need to make sure you have got a mat. If it gets too much at any point, just stop, relax, have a breather, join back in when you feel like you're ready. But your first one is just very basic lunges, okay? Now lunges can become a little bit trickier as you go through your pregnancy, especially if your bump, you know, is quite heavy, quite big. So I'm going to give you an option if you don't want to do lunges. If you are going to go for it, feet start under the hips, lift through the spine, sorry. And again, keep that pelvis, always tuck it under. So we want that nice embrace. So all we're going to do is just step back into a lunge, come back in, step back into a lunge. And it's up to you how low you can go, okay? Your lunge doesn't even need to be that low. You can just go for a half lunge. If you feel like lunges are too much, you feel unbalanced, you feel it's too much pressure on that front knee, or if you've got injury, you can just go, set your position low for a little bit of a kick back. Flex the foot, lift from your glutes. Okay, so again, we want that flat position, up, up, all right? If you still feel like that's too much, just give me basic squats. Feet wide, bum back, abs in, all right? So when you're ready, take a nice deep breath, find your position, think about what you want to do, shoulders back, let's go. Back to the lunge or the kick or the squat. Just make sure when we lunge, if we are lunging, we're pushing through that front heel. The back heel should be lifted. Knee sinks towards the floor. If you feel like your body is tipping forward, you're not going back enough. So really push the leg a little bit further back if you feel like you're tipping forwards. Deep breaths again. Go in your own time. This is really going to challenge those thighs and those glutes. It's always good to keep your butt strong during your pregnancy, ladies. You'll be surprised at how much work goes on in the butt when we're carrying a baby. Nearly there. We're going to go for one more on each leg. 1 and 2. Good, and just shake it off, give it a bit of a kick if you need to. Coming into some standing core, feet underneath your hips, tuck it in, one arm up, we always do that, and the same leg is out to the side. Okay, so really strong arm, same leg, tap your toe, this leg, be supportive, so bend the knees slightly and make sure your weight is in your heel, up through the body. We're just going to literally lift the knee, and draw the elbow towards it. You might not be able to connect. If you can't and it's there to there, that's fine. Breathe out, breathe in. You should feel that nice squeeze in that side, working into your obliques. Take your time again with this one, there's no rush. More control, more steadier movement. We've got 2 more. Last one. And we're going to change to the other side. Reach the arm up, lock the core, find your position, be strong, in and out. Really push that hand all the way up, be strong through the arm. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Really, really good exercise to do, especially during your pregnancy. Again, it's going to help keep your obliques strong, help keep your core strong. And it's a really nice one for the mobility in your hips as well. We've just got a few more this side. Last one. Good, and relax there. So well done, ladies. We're going to move to the floor. Okay, so this is where you're going to need your mat, of course. Just come back slightly. So start on your knees, come to the floor. We're going to go for push-ups. So push-ups, of course, is all about your upper body, chest, shoulders, biceps, and again, we're going to work the core. So with push-ups, obviously, we want to make sure we're doing them very safely during our pregnancy. So your hands need to come quite wide, so they should be wider than your shoulders. Okay, spread the fingers. And when we push down, we want to push over the tops of the fingers as well. So with the lower half, knees are underneath your hips. Okay, so you're in a nice tabletop position. Make sure there's obviously a gap between the legs. Hands a little bit further forwards. And we're just gently going to reach or drop the chest down. Push, drive up through your hands. So your bum should stick up into the air as you drop the chest down and you push. If you're a little bit stronger and maybe you're in like your first or second trimester, you haven't got so much of a bump yet, you can take the knees back more and tuck your pelvis in, making it obviously a lot harder to go into that push-up, okay? So when you're ready, find your position, lock through your core, squeeze your bum, and gently off you go. We're going to drop down, push up. Take a deep breath. As you drop, we exhale, we inhale. And again, maybe just going halfway is enough for you. Try not to overextend. So we shouldn't be getting those elbows sticking out in the air. The elbows should be going towards our body as we drop. If it gets too much, ladies, stop, recover. We're almost there. We've got 3. We've got 2. And we've got 1 more. Well done, and just take it back to a nice stretch. Relax your shoulders. And just come onto your bum. And we're going to move on to our very last exercise. So, we want to hit into a 4-point position. The fingers are going to come forwards, okay? Take them about a couple of inches back. Feet flat to the floor. Wide, however wide you feel you need your feet. Okay, for me, my bump, I need to get my legs a little bit more open now. So shoulders are back, lock your core, squeeze the tummy, and take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, push up. Okay, so it's like a bridge, but we've got more support through our arms, and we're not putting too much pressure on the back. So we want to make sure we're squeezing the bum, lift up as high as you can. Chin up, away from your chest, breathe. Gently drop down. Push up, squeeze. Inhale, drop down. Just keep that steady movement, really controlled. Get the bum to the floor, push back up again. Make sure you're driving through your heels. You should feel it in the legs and in the butt, maybe a little bit in your arms as well. Doing really, really well, ladies. Remember, this is almost coming to the end of your workout, so get as much into it as you can. Keep it really strong, and you're going to feel amazing after. We're almost there. I'm going to go for 3 more. Come on, let's push. 3. Deep breath. 2. Last one. 1. Very gently lower yourself down and shake off your arms. Roll out your wrists. Roll out your shoulders. Good work. Take a nice deep breath in. And you should feel a little bit more back to normal now. Had a little breather, released it out. Again, if you need to, grab a drink. Amazing work. I hope we're all okay. I hope we're all feeling good and doing well. So that is the main component of your class today. So we're going to be doing a little bit of stretch, mobilization, release it out for the next 5 minutes. So make sure you stay with me now. Don't go anywhere, because this part of your class is super important. I'm just going to lower the camera down slightly. So we can see a bit better. Okay, so come on to the floor. Unless you've got up, you should be there anyway. So down onto the floor as we come into our stretch. Take a seat on your bum. Just come into a comfortable position. Okay, everyone's different. Comfortable position might be crossing your legs, soles of the feet together, in front forwards, wherever you are, just make sure your body is still up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders, drop your hands to your sides or wherever again you feel comfortable. And let's just take a moment to breathe again. So a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, nice and slow. One more, deep breath in and out. Okay, keep your spine tall and just take your head over to one shoulder. Relax the shoulders and just feel that lovely open stretch through the neck. Very gently change to the other side. Come up to center and very slowly drop your chin to your chest. Hold it there. And slowly lift it up. Place your hands behind your bum. Take a nice deep breath in, lift one arm. And we're going to exhale, gently open the rib cage. Shoulders are relaxed. Just go as far as you feel comfortable with. You should feel a nice stretch in your side. Open up the armpit. Keep your chest facing forwards as well. Again, keep breathing. Take a nice deep breath in, come up. Exhale, go the other way. Again, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, relax. We're just going to bring the arm across the body. If you're pregnant, we don't want any twist through our abdominals. We just want to maybe mobilize through the top of the shoulders slightly. If you're not pregnant, you can really rotate as much as you can. Bring the arm across, lift the spine up. Now look past your shoulder And just go for that slight twist. And very gently change the other way. Arm across, spine up, look past your shoulder. And come back to center. Take your feet in front. You want to try and keep the legs as close together as possible, but again, it depends. You need to accommodate room for your bump as well. So if you've got a bigger bump, just go a little bit wider. Bring your toes up slightly, keep your legs straight. Again, lift through your spine, take a deep breath in. You just want to go to a point wherever you feel you can manage and stretch out those hamstrings. If you can, get your hands over your toes, reach forwards. But again, we don't want to bend the knees whatsoever. As soon as you bend your knees, you've lost that stretch. So straighten the legs, go to a point that you can hold, you can breathe through. Try to relax in your stretches as much as possible. And gently come up. Take the feet now wider. So some people really struggle with this one because it is quite tough. You have to be quite flexible in your inner thighs. If you've got inner thighs or tight hips, then this will literally just be enough for you, opening up your legs and keeping your legs straight. If that's enough for you, then that's fine, just hold it there. If again you feel like you can do a bit more, you just take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, just go a little bit further down. Again, we don't want any bend in the knees, keep your toes up to the ceiling. Hold it there. And very gently push yourself back up. We're going to come onto our knees. 4 tabletop position, so 4 points, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tuck the tummy in. We're going to go for a cat pose, so curve through the spine, chin goes to your chest, tuck the pelvis or tip the pelvis under. Come to a neutral position in your spine, feet together, knees go a bit wider, arms forward, sink into a child pose. And very gently push the body up. Come onto your knees. And our last little stretch, we're just going to open up the chest. So just really push the elbows back. Ladies, try not to overextend through the abs. Again, if you're pregnant, keep it controlled here. Open up into your chest. Shoulders are relaxed. Nice deep breath in. Good, roll it out. And give yourself